What's up guys, I'm Jacqueline Zacharias, and today I want to share with you a few of my favorite exercises for teaching the spin. Now this is Renegade here. He has a pretty good understanding of the turnaround, but he's by no means finished, so I figured he'd be the perfect horse to start on because he has a good idea of how to get the exercises done, which will interpret it to you guys, but we'll still be able to work on some of them and show you how to work through a few things. The turnaround is one of those maneuvers that requires a lot of balancing to get it just in just the right place, and you'll fix one thing and something else kind of falls out. You get your horse moving forward through that turn, and sometimes he gets too strung out and you got to start backing him up. So I'm going to walk through a few of these exercises with you and show you how to implement them. Let's get started. So the first exercise I'm going to show you guys here is what some trainers refer to as a star exercise, because you have about 5 points and you're going to take your horse forward, make that turn them around, wait till that shoulder steps across, and you're going to walk out to your next point. Just go about 10-15 feet, stop, turn, go to your next corner. Stop, turn, go to your next point. But you're never going a really long distance, and pretty soon what happens is this horse is like, okay, I have to trot out of this and I've got to turn every time. What it makes him want to do is just to kind of stay in that same spot and turn instead of having to leave it every time. He'll want to start tightening it down on his own to where he stays in the same spot and turns. Good boy. What you want to really pay attention to with this exercise is that you make a straight line and then you leave straight. You make a turn and then you leave straight. What I see a lot of people do is that they'll make that turn and then they just kind of drift out of it on a circle with no purpose or focus, and it doesn't really teach the horse a lot. The reason we like to shut them off and go straight is because it gives the horse a lot more clarity about what we're doing, and when the inside leg closes here, when I'm making that turn and the inside leg closes and I say go straight again, he knows it's shut off time. That's when he's allowed to leave, okay? I want to make this, we exaggerate to teach, and I want to make it very exaggerated to this horse what we're trying to achieve here. So as soon as that inside leg comes off and I swing across, I shut it down and I gently push him out straight. So down, open the inside leg, I want him to swing, and then we go out straight. All right, so that's one of the first exercises that I'll start working on with the horse, and often your steps won't be that exaggerated. You'll just have maybe one small step here and there, and you'll just get that shoulder to swing ever so slightly, and that's what you want to focus on. Okay, so the second exercise I'm going to show you is a counter bend into the turn. Often people will have these horses turning a little bit, but that horse is really stiff on the outside rib cage, and they can't actually get him to follow through. He kind of wants to just fall in half, and he gets a big old bend in here, and so he never swings. He never swings like a gate. He just kind of bends and turns. I'm going to show you what to do if you're dealing with that a lot on your horse, okay? Step him up here, get a little bit of impulsion in those feet. I'm going to take that horse's nose gently to the outside. We'll still guiding him with the inside rein, put him in a counter bend, wait till I feel that shoulder really step and swing, and then I'll let him go back out of it. I'll do it again. Wait till I feel that shoulder really step and swing right there, and then I'll walk him out of it. Again, now you don't want to hold this too long because obviously a horse is going to get frustrated in that position and he's going to give up on you, especially these young horses that don't know their job. So just take a few steps, wait till you feel that shoulder swing, and then release. The goal of this is to get that horse back in a neutral frame of mind. It's okay, got a little bit, there we go. We want to get him straighter. Right now, he thinks, if your horse is thinking too much to the left and he's got this big old arc in him, we've got to bend him back the other direction to get him back straight. I need a little bit more impulsion in those feet. There we go, there it was. All right, so then when you take him back into that turn there, everything stays stood up a lot more. There we go, good job. Okay, next one I'm going to show you is for if you have that horse moving around nicely, he's starting to turn around and stuff, but he's a little bit too strung out, because in the beginning we always turn, walk out, turn, walk out. So if you have that horse to where, again, he kind of understands the turn, but now he's leaving a little bit too much, this is what you're going to want to do. This is one exercise you can use to help combat that. I'm going to bring my horse forward. I'm going to stop him. I'm going to take him a couple steps back and open that leg just to 45 and wait till I bring him across like that. Okay? Walk forward, stop, suck him back, suck him back, suck him back. Ask him to step through right there. Okay? Walk forward, suck him back, and turn. Now, if you ever get to the point where you feel you go to pull on those reins and there's nothing happens really, he keeps trying to drift forward and you're just having to hold him there to get him to suck back and turn, you need to go back to your backup. Make sure the horse is responding to your reins. There we go. Step through. Stop, suck back, get him responding in those feet, and step over, all right? Get him to respond to my hands. There, and step over. That was nice. What we're hunting for is for this inside front foot here to step over underneath our stirrup. So it's kind of going like this. We don't want a horse that's going up here, okay? And this is what happens a lot of the time because, again, it's all a balancing act. You're going to go from one extreme to another, and you're going to go back and forth until when your horse starts to get broke, he kind of ends up right there in the middle. But it's a balancing act. So we're looking for this inside front foot to step over here. You're not looking for that backup. We're not looking for a backup in the turn. Once you start getting that inside front foot to step over here, instead of over here, go back to just working on that turn. Go back to a neutral position. You always want to work on the turn as if the horse is broke until you start finding those imbalances there, and then you'll combat those as they come along. All right, this third exercise I'm going to show you is one that helps these horses want to stay in that turn a little bit more. If you have a horse that's just really unmotivated to turn and he thinks that leaving the turn is the best place to be, and he's hunting that all the time. He counts the steps and then when he leaves, he kind of pitters out and he's all happy. I'll take that horse, ask him to turn here. I'll take him in a trot, sort of similar to the first one, but this one you're staying on a bend, and I'll just gently pick up both reins and ask that horse's shoulder to step, and he's staying at that same mark, and I'll drive with my legs until I feel that shoulder swing. Gently pick up again. If nothing happens, drive till I feel the hip really come up underneath there and that shoulder comes across. Pick up, push, push, push. He's shut down there. I'm going to kind of drive him forward a little bit. Gently pick up till every time I pick up those reins gently, I want to feel that shoulder answer and really swing over there. And I'm kind of pestering this horse a little bit with my legs and spurs and just kind of making it a little bit uncomfortable for him out here. And then after I do this for a few moments, I'll open that inside leg and say, would you like to step around? And as long as the horse is in the turn, I just leave him alone and we go along real quietly. As soon as he pitters out and just says, you know what, I think I'm done now, I'll take him. I'll say, okay, you can be done turning, but we're going to go back to this other exercise here. And I'll trot him up again, pick him up, pester him with my legs a little bit, drive him over there. Just make him, you know, make the leaving the turn not as fun as being in the turn. So you hear trainers talk a lot about making the right thing easy and the wrong thing hard. This is what I'm doing here. He's not in any discomfort. I'm not hurting him. I'm not making him feel bad or giving him any anxiety, but I'm just making it a little bit less appealing to leave the turn. And then I'll open my inside leg. Oh, a horse come galloping over there. I'll open my inside leg here. Okay, now we got to get him focused again. He thinks he's just going to leave the job, so I'll just leave that turn again here and wait till he wants to collect and pick that back up and start focusing again. It's okay. Again, bring his focus back. I won't focus on what he's worried about. I'm just going to say, hey, buddy, we got a job to do here. There we go. Gently pick up, wait till that shoulder comes across. Now I'll open my inside leg, say, would you like to step in the turn? And I'll leave him alone. And as long as he's there, I'm not going to pick on him. Now we can shut down. Oh. Good boy. Okay. All right, so those are 4 of my favorite exercises that I work on a daily basis. Every horse you ride is going to be at a different point in training, so feel where that horse needs to be balanced out. Is he sucking too far back? Is he going forward too much? Is he not wanting to stay in the turn? Is he lazy about the turn? Figure out where he's lacking and take a moment, work on a few of these exercises and go back in the turn. One thing I want to be very clear about is not to make the turnaround or the spin an anxiety maneuver for your horse. I see a lot of people, the turn won't happen. I've made this mistake in the past, that's why I can say this. The turn isn't happening like they want it to, and they just start making the horse feel really bad, and they start pulling harder, they start jerking on the horse, they start kicking more than they should. And pretty soon the horse might be getting the turn done, but mentally he's not there. He's so frazzled that physically things are happening, but it never gets really good. It's pretty crappy. So take the time it takes. Let that horse relax in the turn. Let him think about the turn as a good maneuver, something he looks forward to doing. And these exercises are going to help you do that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.